Hey, Facebook community. It's Nurse Tanya here. I'm cooking up some supper, thinking about my next Azure order. So, I thought let's just do a quick video about that. So, you only have like 9 days to get yourself organized and get your order in. So first, I want to say thank you. One of my awesome clients dropped me off some fresh produce to share. So just let me show you what I got going on here. I am just sauteing up. I had some garlic that I needed to use from Azure Standard. I got some fresh squash, some fresh beans, and some onions. I'm just sauteing those in tallow. So that's going to be so good. When that gets done, I am not a fancy cook, so I've just got good salt in there. I've got fresh ingredients, and we're just going to let it cook and get softened up. I might throw some water on there in a little bit to kind of steam it, but right now we're just going to see what that heat will do. After that's done, I'm just going to throw some ground beef in with it and kind of chop it up, let that cook up. So what I really want to talk about is our first Created to Heal meeting is going to be September 17th, I believe. It's on the full moon. We're going to do it at our location in Sydney. We will meet down in the basement. So, yep, it's going to be a good old-fashioned basement meeting. Bring your own chair, bring a lawn chair or something. I don't have a bunch of chairs. What we're going to be talking about is fire cider. So, that's what had me thinking about posting to remind you to start gathering your ingredients. Fire cider is the cure-all, heal-all, amazing. You want to have this on hand. You want to be using it before you need it. So it's really, really good for your immune system. It's going to be hot, so it's going to be spicy. It's going to be hard for kids to take, but most people will add some honey in it. You don't need a lot for maintenance, like a teaspoon, tablespoon, depending on the size of the individual. If you're sick and got something respiratory going on, or you're trying to mitigate a bug of some sort, then you're going to take maybe 2 or 3 doses a day. Otherwise, you're just going to take a dose a day throughout the cold and flu season to keep you and your family trucking along and doing well. So things that we like to put in our fire cider, things that you should be working on gathering ingredients now. Fresh is always best. So like I was at the farmer's market. I don't have that garden. I'm not a grower, so I appreciate sharers. But we want jalapeno peppers. You want onions, garlic. You're going to want some good citrus fruit. So that's what I'm going to be looking for when I put in my Azure order. Lemons, limes, oranges. We don't have to be perfect about any of this. You can make different flavored batches. So, like if your husband likes hot things anyway, you can make a hotter blend for him. For the kids, you can make a milder blend. Things, we can put cinnamon sticks in it. Your spices, ginger for sure, turmeric for sure. Like at the store, I've got dried ginger and dried turmeric root. So that's probably what I'll use, but I am going to check Azure Standard first to see what is available. If I can get the fresh stuff from them, that's totally what I'm going to do. Onion goes in. It doesn't matter what kind of onions, but your zippier onions are good. Garlic, I don't know if I said that already. So all of that good stuff is going to go in the fire cider. And vinegar, you need vinegar. And you can do it in whatever size jars you want. You can do multiple jars, you can do one big jar. It's your deal. You can't do this wrong. The only wrong thing is to not try, is to not do it. While you're at it, I highly, highly recommend getting some garlic. So whether you grew it, whether you buy it from Azure Standard, try to get organic. I'm kind of lazy. My time is of the essence. So I like to get those already peeled, prepackaged organic kits. And you can get those at Costco too. So I highly recommend then that you go to one of our local honey businesses. There's two in Fairview. I recommend that you get a hold of some local honey and get yourself some garlic honey going. That too is so easy. So we can honey ferment, like anything. Like cranberry is awesome. If you crush cranberry, make a honey ferment, make your own like cranberry jam. So good. So this is some garlic that I have from last year. I generally only eat this when I'm not feeling good. And yep, you literally eat the whole cloves. You can I really like the honey that tastes like garlic. So you can use that even to cook with, like saute onions in that honey garlic caramelized in butter. Super good. Or you can just do this by the spoonful. So one thing that we always kind of think about, it's best not to use a metal spoon when you're scooping that out. So you got to be a little bit creative and clever, but you want to have some of this on hand. Another thing that you can do with your fire cider, like after it's done brewing and you strain it out, and then you have all of those ingredients, you have all that raw food that was in there. A lot of people will freeze dry that, or they'll dehydrate it just like in the oven, slow and low. And then you can blend that up. You can use that as a sprinkle on powder, as a spice for your other cooking needs. You can also, while it's raw, you can blend it and then add honey to it and make your own condiment. Add some honey, add some vinegar, add whatever you want. Be creative. But that is a great way. You could even add mustard, make your own kind of spicy honey mustard. Hundreds of things that you could do with that food product in 2 weeks after your fire starter is ready to pour off. So no need to waste any of that fabulous fun stuff. So I'm going to post a link for Azure Standard if you are looking to get an order in. And even if you don't live here, you live somewhere else, you can search your area to see if there's a drop. If there's no drop, you can start a drop. Like, it's super easy. You don't have to do anything special. If you're on their route, just talk to the company and see if you can get a drop going. I do have a discount code. So first time users, it's Awakened10 for 10% off your order. Repeat buyers, you can always use the code Awakened5 for 5% off. So that is just another way of networking. I'm promoting for them, so they're giving my clients a little bonus as well. We will be a drop at Awaken Wellness. The truck is going to stop at our place. So once you post your order, you can attach it to Awaken Wellness drop or the other local drop in town. And then you have to be there at the time of the truck drop. So if you got just dry goods that don't need to be refrigerated, don't need to be frozen, I can put them in the garage until you get there. In the future, I'm working towards having a freezer, having a refrigerator, so I can hold your stuff over for a few days. So yeah, if you know anybody who wants to donate a refrigerator or freezer, or has one in working condition for a really low price. For me, there's absolutely no financial perks to doing this drop. It's going to be a little work for me, but it's convenience for you because I appreciate you, my customers. So totally looking for a donated refrigerator or freezer. So happy shopping. Get your products ready. Be ready to make that fire cider. Now you can make that at home. You don't have to wait for me. You don't have to wait for the meeting, but after the meeting, you're going to be excited and you're going to wish that you would have gotten in on this order rather than waiting till next month's order. You know what I mean? Be thinking ahead. Got it?